figured tonight we could do some stoned layer nails. Now, there's several ways you can do it. There's no real bad way to mess it up. I've got these alcohol inks. I just bought this brand. I've got two different kinds. I got a set of these, which most of these sets always come with a clear and a black, and the clear is to, like, you know, clear it out. Just same thing you can do with alcohol. And I got this set. Although, if you look at the bottom here, this set has like shimmer in it. The other one does not. So if you want a shimmery look, go for this. You know, it's nice, but not always what you're looking for. And it could work in a stone nail easily, but it's not what I want. And again, it came with the clear to clear it out, and the black. Oh no, is that the black? Yeah, that's the black, and it's got green shimmer in it, which is weird because here's the green, but no shimmer. No thank you. So we're gonna stick with the regular ones, and we're gonna do 3 different kinds. When you're using your alcohol inks, I like to use alcohol. I like this little dip cup. It's easy to stick your brush in. It's better if you have a brush that comes to a tip, because you can really get precise. But you could also do that with a liner. It just won't pick up as much. I'm going to be using some of this reflective sequence gel. I'm going to be using some Oxygon glitter, some of these little iridescent plastic pieces, and the bigger ones. I'll also be using this gold alcohol ink, which is totally different somehow. Got a little liner brush on the end of this one. You got to shake these up real well to get, you know, the gold. And then I'll be using this jelly, like periwinkle color, a jelly glitter peach color, and a white opal color. It's actually opalescent, has a little glitter flakes in it already. It came with this set. And then of course, you know, paint the nails accordingly. And I'll be using some of this purple ink. I'll be using this hot pink ink. And then I'll be using some of this teal blue ink. And possibly some royal blue ink. I'll also be using nail foils. They're holographic. You'll see those when we get to those. So for now, we're gonna start off on our periwinkle one that has no glitter in it. And like I said, these are jellies. Well, I think this is a syrup, but it comes off like a milky jelly. That's basically what syrups look like. It's milky. I'm going to do one layer of that. And I'll cure this. And I'm actually done with that one. Now for the next one, we're going to be doing the peach glitter. this has a jelly background. Just want a thin layer of all these. I don't want nothing super thick. Cure that one. And then the opal one. Now it's white with glitters in it, but it just reminds me of opal. It's got some shimmer glitter in it, very, very fine. But you see the big white glitter pieces in it? We'll cure that. Now we have all our bases done, and we can begin the layering process. Now, I don't feel like there's any exact way to layer these, but what I will do next is put me some glitters on here. I'm going to adhere those with a base coat. And sparingly. I don't want glitter all over it. This is a thin base coat, so if it were on the natural nail, it wouldn't be super thick. And I'm going to use some of these hexagons, and I also want to use some of these iridescents. So I'm going to zoom you in so you can see better. I want to use the smallish pieces in this. So what I'm going to do is take me a liner brush, tap it in the base coat here so I can pick up pieces that I actually want. And as you keep working, you'll keep getting base coat on your brush. So then you'll be able to pick up more. Like I said, don't want a whole bunch of them. Oh man, another big one. Now I'm going to go ahead and go in here to this one. Just here and there. The layering method is very forgiving. Don't want to forget your sides either. Make sure we cover quite a bit of it. And like I said, get some of the sides too. Now we're done with that for now. Since it's a base coat, naturally you want to cure it, but before you cure it, make sure all the pieces are laying flat by patting it down. Now cure that for 60 seconds. You got this on your glove now, so naturally you want to get that off. Now you're going to want to put matte top coat on this. And I like to use Beetles. Beetles is real good with chrome powder if you decide to use chrome powder. So when I'm not sure, I just go ahead and use it. I'm not using it right now, but not chrome powder. But I just like it. And cure this for 60 seconds. Now it's all frosted. It's so much easier to use your inks. Now, I want to use both blues on this. Don't pay attention to what it looks like right now. You're going to take your alcohol and make it smaller, make it thinner. I also want to use the lighter blue. Mainly because I'm curious. Yeah, that's too light with this. But it was worth a shot. Now I know where this light blue's going. Now this is where you take your brush that I showed you earlier. Get you some alcohol in it. And you just thin it out. The alcohol goes into the brush, you wipe it off, and keep going until you're happy with what it looks like. Like I said, there's no wrong or right way. I like it real thin, so I'm just going to keep working on it until it's thin as I want it. And if it's not as dark as you want it, you just go back over it with the alcohol ink and thin it out again. But you want to wipe most of your alcohol off your brush, otherwise you'll just flood the whole nail. Everything will come off. this right here where I put that light, I'm gonna leave it because I like the way it looks. It's kind of thinned out on either side all on its own. All right. Good thing about this is once it dries, you're good to cover it over. Now the next thing I'm going to cover this with is nail art glue. The nail art foil glue. Because I'm going to put foil on this. So you just put a super thin layer. I'm going to cure that for 120 seconds. Now, I found these on Shein after the Devil Wears Prada showed them. No, Temu. Take that back. And I find that this one right here is very good for gemstones because of the cut on it. So, that's the one I like to use. I'm just going to cut me off some. Up. Can't feel anything with these gloves on. They gotta go. All right. You did. Now, something I like to do with these, especially if they're stubborn, which these tend to not be that stubborn on these, is I'll take a little alcohol and lightly rub the back. It's very hard to tell the back, I'll tell you that much. I think it's this side. Can't tell. So I'm going to take some alcohol on a lint wipe. I'm going to come over here to the corner and see if I can wipe it off on this side. I couldn't. Good. Kind of doesn't matter if you don't get all over the whole nail. It's a stone, doesn't matter. And stone doesn't look the same all the way through. Not, you know, like opals and stuff like that. I also like to use this side. This side of my tweezers works well. Works a lot better than a silicone tool. See how it's coming off on there? So just keep rubbing. Like I said, it doesn't matter if it comes off on the whole nail or not. Even though with these foils, like I said, they're very good. I actually bought 2 boxes of them. They just give it a little something extra there. I don't know if you can see it in there, but it works very well. Now all it needs is a top coat. I'll be using this top coat. I think it works really well. Do that for 60 seconds. Move on to the next one. Now we're doing the peach one. Now on the peach one, I have these flakes, and then I want to use the bigger pieces. So again, we're going for the base coat. And even though there's glitter in there, it couldn't hurt to have more. I feel like the iridescent pieces and the little baby lines really sell it. You know, the lines you do with the alcohol inks or gold. Again, I'm going to dip it in the base coat. And do it wherever you want it. I'm trying to get a smaller piece of this. That piece is too big, it's going to stick up. I'm going to cure this 60 seconds. Alright. I'm still going to put the base coat, the matte top coat on it. But I plan on doing 2 different types of lines on this. One of these are sticking up a little bit more, so I'm putting a thicker layer on because I didn't pack it down before I went to cure it. My fault. I cure that for 60 seconds. And then this is the one that I'm going to use the hot pink on. I just feel like it goes. We'll see. I also want to use some gold on it. I think it'll go good. Alright. We're just going to go in and do the same thing with this pink that we did with the blues. We're going to go back in with our brush and alcohol again. Now see, this spread a lot, so I'm going to get quite a bit of alcohol on my brush so I can really get it back. See the line that it's making? I want to try and keep that. That's why you want to brush with a point to it. Now, I want some more lines going through this, so I'm going to go in with it again and put it elsewhere. So I erased that one. And it's spread again. So, that's my bad. But the beauty is I can come in and just clean it on up. think that looks really good right there. What do you think? She's my wife. I like it. So, I'm gonna go ahead and top coat this. I like it the way it is. I don't see a reason for anything else. I did want to put the gold on there, but I think I've changed my mind. Cure that for 60 seconds. And we'll move on to our final and last nail. This is the opal nail. Remember, it's got the little white pieces and the shimmer in it. So since it's an opal, I actually do feel like it needs a second coat. But before we do just that, I want to add some of these. Make it a rainbow opal. Another thing, when you open these containers, you don't want to open them like this, because when it heats up, they come out the side and they get sticky, and wherever you got it, it gets in the drawer. You want to cut a small circle out of the center of the foil. It helps a lot. But I did not open this one, so fair mistake. I'm going to take a brush here, and this is iridescent and rainbow. So I'm just gonna put some here and there. Cure this for 60 seconds. Now I'm going to put the second coat of the white on. Goody, it shows through. And cure that for another 60. All right. Now I'm going to use this again, because I want to make this a rainbow opal. Although I feel like that glitter already did that for me. I don't need it all over. I just need it here and there. So I am going to use a foil. I'm just not putting it everywhere. But I am going to paint the foil gel on the entire nail. To try and keep it as level as possible. Cure that for 120 seconds. It says 60, but I find that 120 seconds on any of them works best. Alright, like I said, I don't want it everywhere. So I'm just using the one I used before, Waste Not, Want Not. And I'm just going to put a little here and there. Oh, got the wrong side. Oopsie poopsie. Put some right here. Alright. I like the way that's looking. That's definitely a rainbow opal. I'm going to finish this off. Well, it's not finishing it off, but I'm going to put a matte top coat on it. Seconds again, and I decided I'm going to put the gold on the blue. I just really want to use this. You gotta shake it up real well. I mean super well. Let's see. This is also an alcohol ink. Just got with gold. I think I'm gonna follow the blue lines with this. But not exactly. On it. I also feel like I want to make this a matte now. So I'm going to let that alcohol dry off. And then I'm going to put a matte top on it. Cure this for 60 seconds. And with this one, we're going to do the outside because again, we want these to be stones. So I'm going to use my 3D art gel here. Well, it says 3D, it's a solid art gel. I'm going to use a thicker liner brush like this one. I'm just going to make this an oval. Doesn't have to be a perfect oval. And I'm going to cover the whole outside with this. You want the texture, looks better. Alright, I think I got it the way I wanted it. And I'm going to cure that for 60 seconds. Yes, I think this looks better matte. And I think this one needs a border as well. So it's going to need matte. Cure that for 60 seconds. Now I am going to use gold on this opal. Oh, missed a spot. So I'm gonna cure that for another 60 seconds because I had missed a spot. In the meantime, outline this one now. And I just want to do the outline of this now. Let's see. That's good to me. do that for 60. And now this one's ready to be finished. It's all on there. Get my brush. There's some gold right there that I don't want there. I used the brush I used on the alcohol inks and just kind of clear it out some. All right. Now this one's done. Go ahead and outline it in gold as well. All right, brush this one off. Chrome makes everything so pretty. So pretty. All right. Lid back on this, mainly because I only use it for gold. There's no need to wipe it off. Not fully. Oops, almost messed up and dumped my best gold. All right. I'm going to take this sponge and make sure I've got all the residue off. See, there's still residue. This one as well. Okay. And now we're going to take a thick top coat. We're done with this. The thick top coat that I have is my Crazy Top. I'm going to use a rounded brush for this. And I want this to all bulge up. All right. Now you could do this with hard gel too. Get the same effect. And once you put a top coat over the whole thing, it won't matter. Now we want it to self-level. Which it has done. Now flip it upside down. So you get that nice rounded effect. hurry up and cure it. Gonna do the same thing with the opal. Alright. Again, I'm going to let it level out. And then I'm going to flip it upside down. And I'm going to cure that for 60 seconds. The last step in this will be a top coat. Because we haven't covered that gold up yet. I could have covered it with the thick stuff, but I'm afraid it would have got rid of my texture. So just a thin top coat over the entire nail. Doesn't hurt to put top coat on top of top coat. And cure that for 60 seconds. Same with this one. Nice texture. 6 more seconds. All right. Here's our opal, our rainbow opal. You can see where that foil comes through. Here's the pink one, which, it's supposed to be peach, but that line is really giving pink. Don't know what stone it would be, but it's pretty. And this one just looked better matte to me. So yes, you can make nails that look like stones with little to no real care of placement, I would say, for the most part, which makes them a very easy nail to make. And I hope this tutorial helped you. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. Hope you have a wonderful day, night, year. And thank you for coming. Bye, everybody's.